Just go in and just make everything very uncomfortable for this Canada defence. They swarm that 6-yard box and the delivery is excellent. The first contact is excellent then as well. And then there's absolutely no stopping the big man.
I am Chef Ombachi. Today I'm cooking ugali na Ajab Premium Maize Meal. Boil water, done. Add Ajab Premium Maize Meal. Done. Grab your mwiko and stir the mixture. Enjoy the amazing aroma. Enjoy incredibly soft ugali. Done. Ingia ligi ya kipekee na Ajab Premium Maize Meal.
The wait is over. KBC Iko Huduma Center. Starting with Nairobi, kupata huduma za KBC imekuwa rahisi. From digital guidance and signet services to booking of commercial adverts and documentaries. Visit our dedicated desks at Huduma Center GPO, Times Square, Makadara, Kibera, or Eastleigh. Tunakungoja hapo. Whether it's a casual announcement or a specialized media solution for your business, we are here to serve you. KBC at Huduma Centers. Moving closer to you. Your station, your service.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for Lunchtime News on KBC Channel 1, coming to live from the Broadcasting House in Kenya's capital, Nairobi. My name is Giverson Maina, and our sign language interpreter is Lensa Odingo. Join us for the next half an hour or so for news within and, of course, across the country. And I also remind you that KBC Channel 1 is the partner of World Cup, and today, or rather tomorrow, Monday morning, we'll be bringing you live coverage of a match between Cote d'Ivoire versus Ecuador. And now let's go to news for now. A somber mood and pain engulfed Ngetmoy village in Baringo Central as the family of Kenneth Troitich Kiplabat laid his remains to rest. Now, Kenneth's body was found brutally dismembered and dumped near Elementaita 3 weeks after he went missing. Now, friends and family members who eulogize Kenneth as a hardworking, peaceful man call for speedy investigations to unearth the motive of the murder. Here's more.
Until his demise, the 30-year-old Kenneth Troitich Kiplabat was running an ICT business within the Rift Valley region. His disappearance was first reported on the 22nd of May after his car was found abandoned at Kapkures in Nakuru. Later, the body was found dismembered and dumped around Elementaita.
I think that was the most inhuman way you can kill someone. If somebody is dead, why would you injure him? Mbona umwagie acids? Mbona uchikate yeye na uende na parts of his body when somebody is already dead?
I'm grateful for the years we shared, the memories we created, and the love we built together.
The widow, Frida Komen, attempted to control grief and tears, eulogizing her husband as a loving and caring man whose kindness touched the lives of many.
Though he is no longer with us, his spirit and the lessons he taught us will remain in our hearts forever. You will be deeply missed, loved, lovingly remembered, and forever cherished. Rest in peace, my love.
Speaker after speaker called for speedy action to unearth the motive of the murder.
Inaonekana kuna jambo fulani ambayo inaendelea ambayo haijajulikana. Tunataka kuuliza serikali siku hii ya leo kupitia kifo ya huyu kijana wafanye uchunguzi, sio ya huyu kijana peke yake.
Kindly investigate, arrest and prosecute those who did what they did.
Kenneth leaves behind a widow and 2 children. Gishoke Washira, Lunchtime News.
And our condolences to the family. We hope justice will be done. And now let's go to Kakamega County, where a group of women in Kakamega County has donated blood and other essential items to mothers and children in Eguho Hospital. Now, the women, led by Maxine Kasoa, highlighted the need for a steady supply of blood at the facility. The hospital, which has for a long time struggled to meet the demand for blood, is asking more donors to come forward and help equip its blood bank. The hospital serves an area where mining activities cause numerous incidents.
Nimekuja kudonate damu hapa Eguho Hospital, level 4 hospital yetu ya county, na hii ni kwa sababu hiyo hospitali iko karibu na barabara. Ajali mingi zinafanyika kutokana Eguho Hospitali ukienda Sigalagala. Accident zikifanyika, wengine wanapoteza maisha kwa ajili ya kukosa damu. So leo tulikuja hapa pia na lengo la kudonate blood, tukue na damu hospitalini. Wamama wetu wengi wanajifungua. Unaweza pata mama amekufa kwa ajili ya kukosa damu.
Kama ingewezekana ikuwe ni routine whereby siku ya clinic day ya mama akikuja kama kila mwezi anakuwa anaweza pata vitu kama hizi zinampromote.
Mama wanaleta watoto clinic, unapata mtoto amefungwa kwa viraka, mtoto ananuka makojo, lakini ukimpea hizo diapers, mama anajua vile anatunza mtoto wake na mtoto anakaa msafi kwa ajili ya mtoto kukosa magonjwa.
Children from across the country gathered for the 8th edition of the Loving Art Competition, an initiative aimed at promoting peace through creativity and artistic expression. Now, the competition, which began in South Korea, has since expanded globally, provides a platform for young people to showcase their vision of a peaceful world through drawings and artwork.
This competition not gonna making a peace at once, but it truly planting the peace on the children's hearts. So they will gonna having a good memory for this one. So when they grown up, they're naturally making a more peace through this event. Peace is not far, and we are the peacemaker and peace builder. Let us join together and enjoy some kind of good movement and good memory for the peace. Then we will achieve the peace truly entire world too.
We engage children to draw, to express themselves, especially this period when you're going to election period. We want to preach peace, 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 so that we don't turn against our neighbors, our friends, our families. And this is what we've just started, and we'll continue doing this and having more grassroots meetings for especially women. Peace, peace, peace.
My message to everyone is peace is not only for one country, it's for everyone, and it starts with us, me, you, and everyone around us, and it's also for the whole world. Let peace fly around the world.
Now to Kisii County, where the government has been challenged to enhance collaboration with the private sector in a bid to expand employment opportunities among the youth. Now, youth leaders and boda operators in Kisii County who spoke during a free motorcycle service program courtesy, distributed among other private organizations, such said initiatives will go a long way in empowering millions of young Kenyans who depend on the boda sector as a source of livelihood. The operators at the same time appealed to the government to consider reducing taxes on motorcycle imports, saying the skyrocketing cost of acquiring them has plunged many youth into an economic crisis as they struggle to repay loans.
Idle mind ndio workshop ya shetani, si kweli? Now, hawa wakikuwa empowered, mtu akona kitu yake ya kufanya. Hata hiyo saa ya kuenda kufanya crime tumefanya nini? Hakuna, because ako busy, akitoka hapa amechoka, anaingia kwa nyumba yake. Naomba kama distributor na partner kama ya Mogo wasaidie, because uzito sahi iko pande ya malipo, wanasaidia waweva hivyo interest kidogo irudi chini, ndio tupate hiyo namba iende kuwa juu zaidi.
Mwenesaji pikipiki kupata pesa kulipa mkopo, pia kupata pesa ya kununua kufanya service inakuwa ngumu. Ndio maana sisi kama shirika la Mogo tulijitolea kupeana hii service ili kurudisha mkono na kusaidia wateja wetu. Sasa sisi kama Mogo, sisi ni shirika la kupeana mikopo. Tunapeana mikopo kwa waendeshaji pikipiki. Pia tunapeana wenye wako na pikipiki na wako na logbook, tunapeana pesa.
And now, disability rights advocates have called for increased investment in inclusive education and greater access to legal information for persons with disabilities. Now, speaking during a workshop on neurodevelopmental disabilities and inclusion, the advocates emphasized the need to simplify legal information, revealing that the efforts are underway to develop a handbook that translates legal provisions into simple language. The advocates also called for stronger investment in inclusive education for children and youth with intellectual and neurodevelopmental disabilities, noting that every learner deserves equal access to quality education.
So we're here just to learn a bit more about what we can do, because we aim to make a handbook, which is basically to translate the PWD Act that came out last year and basically connect the law with the people and simplify it in a manner that they can all understand.
As much as the law has a lot of provisions for persons with disabilities, such as the act that came out last year, you know, the reality on the ground is very different. And that's what we're trying to change, or that's what we're trying to ensure that we can reflect in our new handbook. So not only are we here to learn, and we have learned a lot during the workshop, but also here to help in whatever way that we can.
We are also advocating for an inclusive ECD education, whereby we are advocating for most importantly our public schools to have an inclusive education system where children or youth with intellectual or mental disability can access easy learning, and they also have equitable share in learning opportunities.
And now let's cruise over to Kiambu County, where farmers across the country have been encouraged to adopt essential post-harvest processing technologies to reduce losses and increase the value of produce. Now, speaking during an agro-cultural expo held at Kenya Agricultural and Livestock Research Organization, KALRO, in Thika, Kiambu County, experts said technology-driven farming is increasingly becoming essential in ensuring food security and sustainable agricultural growth. KALRO post-harvest researcher Dr. Charity Gadamberi highlighted modern storage solutions, refrigeration, drying and dehydration technologies, as well as automated grading and sorting systems as some of the critical innovations that can help farmers preserve quality and improve returns from their harvests.
Harvesting avocado, ensure that you don't drop that fruit, because once you drop it, within the next day or within the next time that that fruit is ripening, it will have a wood, and so it reduces the marketability of that produce. Secondly, ensure that you reduce what we call field heat, because when you are harvesting the crop, it has already accumulated the heat from the field, and also when you harvest, the crop doesn't die or the fruits don't die, they keep on respiring. So when you reduce by cooling the produce, you ensure that you extend the shelf life of that produce.
Casing technologies that we have developed over time with our stakeholders. We have technologies on crop production, technologies on crop protection, technologies on post-harvest management, technologies on value addition.
I've been taken through about how I can do soil sampling in my farm where I would like to grow these crops, and I found that information very useful.
And on that note, we take a short commercial break. Don't go too far, there's still so much more coming away.
Speaking of Sporty TV, Brazil versus Morocco, 10 o'clock in Ghana, 11 in Nigeria, midnight in South Africa. This game kicking off at 3 o'clock local time. Sense of anticipation.
star 977 hash or download my Power app to access Kenya Power services fast and easy. Kenya Power, nuru ya Kenya.
Finds the net! What an impact from the substitute. He's only on the field a minute.
I think VAR might have a little nose at this. Might have been a little nick off the hand on the way. It dropped lovely and his finish is excellent. Taking just a slight nick off the defender for it to rocket into that far corner.
I am Chef Ombachi. Today I'm cooking ugali na Ajab Premium Maize Meal. Boil water, done. Add Ajab Premium Maize Meal. Done. Grab your mwiko and stir the mixture. Enjoy the amazing aroma. Enjoy incredibly soft ugali. Done. Ingia ligi ya kipekee na Ajab Premium Maize Meal.
Kwa sasa ni wakati wa kutayarisha mili yetu vizuri, tuone je, tunaweza atuwezi.
Kimuona kicheko chake kama jua la asubuhi, huzuni yote yakimbia, roho inapata sai.
Naunga hii mada kwa kusema mitandao inawasaidia vijana mbalimbali kuzungumza na wazazi au ndugu zao wanaoishi mbali, kutumia video au picha.
Habari za uongo.
Habari za uongo.
Imewafanya vijana kupeleka habari za uongo na upotoshaji.
Siri ya mtungi, je, tumuulize kata ama tumuulize aliyebeba? Nipe kitangulizi chochote unachokijua katika hadithi fupi.
Hapo zamani za kale.
Hapo zamani za kale. Cha pili.
Pauko pakao.
And welcome back. You're watching Lunchtime News on KBC Channel 1. Now, a section of leaders from Kiambu East, including Juja lawmaker George Kwemburi and businessman and politician David Gakuyo, drummed up support for Thika Town MP Alice Ng'ang'a bid for Kiambu governorship in the 2027 elections. They say Kiambu East has for a long time been left out in terms of development, adding that it's their time to elect a governor in the 2027 general election. Kiambu leaders now appear to be reading from a different script over the gubernatorial race in the 2027 elections. Those drawn from Kiambu East accuse their counterparts from Kiambu West of retaining the seat for too long, saying it's time for the East to take the leadership mantle in 2027.
Kiambu East iko na constituencies 5. Ya kwanza ikiwa Lika, ingine ikiwa Juja, Ruiru, Gatondo South na Gatondo North. Sisi ndio tuko na kura zile nyingi.
Kiambu East leaders, including Juja MP George Kwemburi, have fronted Thika Town MP Alice Ng'ang'a for the seat, saying she has all the qualities needed.
Mnachagua governor wa Kiambu West. Munaenda mnachagua women rep wa Kiambu West. Munaenda mnachagua senator wa Kiambu West. Ili hali nyinyi ndio mko na kura zile nyingi ambazo mnaweza weka kwa kikapu kimoja, mtoe kiongozi ama viongozi wenu wa county hapa Kiambu East.
CEC wote kule juu, CEO wote kule juu, directors wote kule juu, sisi tukabaki tukifagia.
In Kitui County, National Liberal Party NLP leader Augustus Muli accused Governor Julius Malombe of ignoring residents' plea over insecurity amid a wave of killings and insecurity that has gripped parts of the county.
Sisi kama wananchi wa Kitui tulimchagua kama gavana wetu. Yeye ndiye gavana wetu. Sisi ndio tumempatia hiyo mamlaka kama gavana wetu. Jana tumeenda kwa ofisi yake kuleta malalamishi yetu about the killings happening in this county.
He particularly criticized the decision to deny him and other demonstrators access to the governor's office during Thursday's protest to address the issues.
People have been killed here. No explanations have been given. People deserve answers. But what answers do we get from Dr. Malombe? Hundreds of people ambao tumeenda kwa ofisi yake tumefungiwa nje. Governor amekataa kuongea na sisi. Amekataa kujibu maswali yetu.
This as Akamba Clan Governing Council of Elders defended its decision to align with the government. Speaking in Kitui, the elders led by General Secretary Davis Maeke declared their support for President William Ruto, citing his ambitious development agenda.
We have seen a lot of improvement in housing schemes. Roads are being opened elsewhere, markets and other things. And for this matter, we want to thank government for what they have done as far as the concern of the country.
Now, with the general election 13 months away, President William Ruto's lieutenants are not taking any chances in campaigning for his re-election, preaching his gospel around the country. Now, the Jamii Imara Mashinani team comprising senior government officials and heads of state agencies has been conducting county tours to promote the Kenya Kwanza administration and its two-term agenda. This weekend, the team led by Public Health and Professional Standards PS Mary Mudhoni held engagements with residents in Narok, where experts from various sectors addressed public concerns.
Tumekuja hapa na unyenyekevu kuambia ya kwamba ile uongo inakimbishwa inafika hapa, tafadhali wacha tuwaambie ukweli.
Na hii kikundi ambayo tunajiita Jamii Imara Mashinani, tumetoka jamii mbalimbali. Sisi tuna preach amani, tuna preach kazi, na hakuna kitu ingine tunafanya.
Tupendane leo yake. Katika serikali ya Dr. William Ruto, tukiwa jamii ya Masai.
And now matters insecurity in Busia County.
So Curtis is my name.
Met in campus.
Yeah. You had been checking me out.
No.
And for some reason, I was fixated on her. Because within 2 weeks, we were talking about marriage.
In the swimming pool, Danny. Not in the pool. You'll be my wife. And I'm like, of course, I will be your wife. I remember our first tour was the first week.
Looking at this plate she's putting for me, and it has chicken wings. And then I look at her plate and it has drumsticks. So I'm doing this mathematics and I'm like, what?
Not hard enough. Every time we go to the labor ward, Curtis has to dress up so well because he's going to receive his children.
My wife tells you no.
They don't listen though.
The first time I held my child, who is this stranger?
But I can't help falling in love with you.
And we do apologize for that technical hitch. And we take that Busia insecurity story. A section of human rights defenders and residents of Busia County is calling for a speedy investigations into what they describe as a string of attacks and killings targeting political critics of the region's leadership. Now, the defenders, led by Jobless Movement chairperson William Onyango, was speaking during the funeral of a political activist, Fred Odhiambo, who was allegedly shot dead during a confrontation with the police in Busia. They accused a section of the county's security officials of dancing to the whims of senior county government officials to silence a political dissent. They decried a continued harassment of locals by police officers, claiming 8 young people have so far lost their lives under unclear circumstances. Leaders are present, led by Alego Usonga legislator Sam Atandi, called for calm among locals as authorities probe Odhiambo's death.
Naweza pia polisi kwa polisi. Sisi hatutaogopa. Hata leo wakishika mwingine tutakuwa kwa barabara tena. Tutakuwa kwa barabara. Makosa yenye imetokea tu leo ni baba kukufa. Ndio ndio shida hizi zote. Watu wenye wamebaki wanaangalia tumbo zao. Hakuna mwenye anatetea wananchi. Hakuna mwenye anatetea wananchi. Sisi tunakufa sababu ya chama cha ODM.
ODM is not a party that nyanyasa wananchi. ODM is a party that stands for the interest and justice for the people. And therefore, nobody should insinuate that ODM is part and parcel of killings in Busia. We are not part and parcel of killings in Busia, and I would like to condemn any other killing that has happened in the past, and these killings must come to an end.
And now let's get a sporty for a moment. Kenya Police FC and Tusker FC will face off in the final of the Football Kenya Federation Mozart Bet Cup, scheduled today, 3:30 p.m. at Kwale County Stadium. The final will be preceded by a third-place playoff encounter between coastal side Bandari FC and KCB FC. Police head into the match seeking to repeat their 2024 triumph when they won the cup to earn their maiden appearance in the CAF Confederation Cup. Police, who won the FKF League title during the 2024 season, booked a place in the final following a post-match penalty shootout win over Bandari FC, while Tusker edged out KCB in the semi-finals. For either side, a win guarantees them 3 million Kenyan shillings as well as the chance to play in the CAF Confederation Cup, while the runners-up will receive 2 million Kenyan shillings.
I've played the final of the cup in Congo. I lost it 1-0, and it was very painful that day, very sad, because we have won the title and we could have double for the first time for the club, means win the cup and the league in the same season. So I was very sad, and we played well, but we lost it mentally. So I hope this experience that I share with the players will help us to not reproduce the same tomorrow.
It can happen. We know Tusker is a very good side. The fact that they're in the final, and finals are not like league matches. We expect anything from them. If it goes for penalties, we are prepared. 90 plus minutes, we are prepared, and we are ready for anything that is going to come at us.
And it is for the club and individuals, so we're up to it, and hopefully all will go well tomorrow.
Kesho against Police haitakuwa rahisi pia, na sisi pia tutaichukulia kama ni life yetu ya mwisho, tuicheze ndo at least sisi pia tuende tucheze CAF. Okay, as a player, pressure ni one of the things yenye ina kumotivate ufanye kitu poa.